Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to see the browser navigation commands present in Protractor. First of all, what are the browser navigation commands and why do we need them? Hi guys, this is Karthik. Today we are going to see what are the browser navigation commands present in Protractor. Before proceeding into the video, please do subscribe to our channel. Please do share the video if possible. Okay, so without any ado, let's jump into it. So what is this browser navigation commands? Any idea? Yes. So basically the browser navigation commands are nothing but a navigation system used by the browser. Okay, something like for example, consider like our website CherCher.tech. In this website, now we have done our process. First we opened a blank Chrome, right? When I double click that Chrome icon, it opened a blank Chrome. Now I entered the URL CherCher.tech. So basically from the blank page to CherCher.tech I'm coming. Okay, so this is basically from one place to another place we are moving, right? Now if you see this one, we have navigated here using one command which is nothing but a get. Basically I got this particular URL into the address bar and I hit the enter, so it navigated here. So basically it is nothing but a get command. Okay, get or 2 you can call it. So I'm navigating your particular URL. So this is one. And second, when I opened, you might have seen a blank Chrome. See here, there is no URL, right? So from this page to we navigated to CherCher.tech, right? Now let's open the blank page itself. Now the browser navigation commands, basically these are nothing but we are skimming through the history of the browser. Okay, so basically there is no commands which will run without using the history. I am talking about among the browser navigation commands. So you have different kind of commands, like you can open a URL or navigate to a forward step or navigate to the backward step. Basically step is nothing but navigate to a previous page and navigate back to the back page, or you can refresh the page. Okay, these are the steps you can do with browser navigation commands. Let's see one by one. But there are a couple of criteria before performing these operations for particular commands. We will see them as we go through the video. Okay, so let's open VS Code. So for this example, I'm using VS Code IDE. Okay, this is a free software, and do not confuse with Visual Studio, okay, which is a different flavor. Okay, that's a paid version and this is a free version from Microsoft. So it's always better to use Visual Studio Code rather than Eclipse for TypeScript with Protractor. Okay, so I have a small conf file. Okay, so I hope you have followed my previous video how to set up the conf file, and I have a blank test. So basically this is a Jasmine test. Okay, describe block normally denotes a user story and it blocks denotes a test case. Okay, so inside the if block I'm writing a simple step. Okay, so first I have to open the Chrome, so that will be taken care by this conf file. Okay, once we got the Chrome, we should navigate to some page. Okay, so here I'm going to perform a refresh command. Okay, to refresh a web page, we have to navigate to some page, then we refresh it, so that it will be better to say it. So I'll navigate to our website browser.. browser.get http CherCher.tech. Okay, so once it opens, I'm adding a bit of sleep so that we will be able to see the changes. Okay, but using a sleep is a bad practice, but showcasing purpose it's not bad. So I will give a sleep of 3 seconds, and now I want to refresh this particular web page, that CherCher.tech. So we have to use a command called a refresh. Okay, sorry, browser.navigate dot refresh. Okay, so it opens the CherCher.tech and it sleeps for 3 seconds and then it refreshes the web page. I hope it will do. So let's run it by pressing F5 or by navigating to the debug tab. I'm running it. It started executing. You can see the color change of this bar at the bottom. If it goes to a orange or whatever the color it is, then it means like it started executing. When it comes to a blue, then it's ended execution. That's what it means. See, Chrome opened. Now I'm expecting it to open CherCher.tech. Opened CherCher.tech. 3 seconds of sleep. It refreshed and it went. Okay. So it refreshed. Okay. So this is it with refresh. Okay. You might have a question that Karthik, it is fine to use a refresh, but why I am using the navigate here? What is the purpose of navigate? Right? You might have this question. Let me explain with the powerful painting tool. Okay. Guys, this is important. We are not giving any sample or we are not assuming how it works, but we are going to give how exactly it works. That navigate and the refresh. Okay, consider there is a class called navigation. Okay, so here you have a navigation class. So normally, how will you create an object for a class in TypeScript? It's pretty straightforward, like any other programming language. Navigation, some, sorry, not navigation actually, it will be like let n, and if you want to provide like what kind of class or type it belongs, then you can give it with colon. Okay, but it's not mandatory to give the colon and then the type, but for type safety we will be giving the navigation equal to new navigation. Let me explain this particular statement. So here let means like create a variable which could be any type. As of now we have not assigned the type, and what is the variable name is navigate, sorry, n. We can select nav is the variable name, and colon is nothing but to split the variable name and the type. So here the navigation is the type of this particular variable. Okay, so then we are assigning a new value, which is nothing but we are calling a constructor of navigation class. Okay, with a new statement. Basically this new keyword will create a memory in heap or stack. So then now with this navigate, can I access any methods present inside the navigation class? Can I? Yes, I can use all the non-static methods present in this navigation class. For example, if I have a method called refresh, some statement, refresh code we can consider. Okay, so let me erase a little bit this thing. Okay, and have that. Okay, consider like we have a refresh method here. Okay, we have created the object for this particular navigation class. Can I write a statement saying that nav dot refresh, and will it call this particular method? Yes, it will call this particular method and it will execute this contents present inside this method, right? So if you are familiar with the Java or Python, then it is similar to that only. Okay, it's not a big deal. So this particular statement will call it. Consider the another example, okay, where I have a method. Okay, for example, consider like oops, yeah, that's fine. So this is first example. This is first example. Example 1. Okay, in this example we are calling the method refresh using the object created by us. The object is created by directly calling the navigation. Okay, so now let's consider the second example, which is, let's change the color. Okay, class yeah, class A or class Karthik, whatever the name you can give. This is for a sample only. Okay, so in this class I have one more method, okay, which is called you can give any name. For example, moment sake, I can give like navigate. So here I have a method called navigate, and this navigate method has a some details. And what is the details? Okay, like this method has some details, and the details are nothing but it creates a constructor. Basically the content, the details means contents of this particular method. It creates a constructor of this particular navigation class. So it creates and returns this particular new navigation. Okay, so this is first example we are directly creating a navigation object using navigation constructor. Here this particular navigate method returns the navigation constructor, new navigation constructor. Okay, let's write something here. Now can I write something like a create a variable called a, and with the type of a, capital A, I mean new a. Here I am creating a object for a class, right? So now let's come back to the example 1. In example 1, can I call this refresh method like this, new navigation dot refresh. Can I call this refresh method like this? In the step here where I'm highlighting here, I'm directly creating the object here and storing the object in nav variable. Okay, and then I'm calling this refresh method. In this particular step, instead of storing it inside a variable, I am directly calling this refresh from the new constructor. Okay, new navigation dot refresh. Okay, can I do that? Yes, we can do it. Okay, so basically this step and this step, sorry, this nav dot refresh and this step will have same effect, right? Right. Now, can I create statement something like this? A dot navigate. So, which would be equal to new navigation. Am I right or wrong? Here I am calling this particular navigate method, so it returns a new navigation. Basically this is a constructor, and here this is nothing but same as this one, right? Same as this constructor, right? Yes, it is same as the same as this new navigation. So can I call this refresh method from this one? Dot refresh like this. Can I do this particular statement as explained in here? Can I do this one? Yes, I can do it. Then this means, can I write something like this? Remove this one as which is equal to a dot navigate. Okay, can I call like this the refresh method? Yes, I can call it without any doubt. So consider now I change this particular thing into browser.navigate dot refresh. Are you able to get what I've been trying to explain? I've been trying to explain that browser.navigate.refresh. Okay, so basically it would be like this only. Okay, similarly, so this is all with browser.navigate.refresh. So I hope you understood how this particular statement works, right? This particular statement. So you can use this refresh statement on any page, or even on a blank page you can apply it. Okay, so I have created one slide actually for showcasing this purpose. So the slide is this one. What is navigation commands? So navigation commands are nothing but helps the user to move one step forward or one step backward, or refresh the page, or get a page. Okay, this is what navigation things are, and all the navigation commands works through the history of the browser. You must remember this one. Okay, all the navigation commands work with browser history. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, so if you ask only refresh is there, no, there are few more methods present in navigation class. Okay, Those are, let me explain. Second one is to method. So basically this to method is nothing but it opens a new URL. Okay, so this will not happen through the browser history, but it will directly hit that particular URL and it will get it. Okay, so sorry. So as I said, why we need navigation commands. So I explained what is navigation commands and why we need navigation commands. Basically, navigation commands are useful whenever you skim through the history of the browser, because it will reduce the time. Okay, something like you went forward by clicking some item, and if you want to come back, instead of getting that particular URL, you can directly come back one step. So because it will be stored in history and it will take very less time to open that particular back page, right? It is similar, in the similar way the forward page also, it's easier. Okay, so now we have seen the refresh. Okay, and we have seen this too as well. Let me do it. Okay, now we have coded also, like what's the refresh code. Now comes to the criteria. Okay, so what is the criteria? You have to create the navigation class object. Okay, that is the main criteria, and there are few other criteria and I'll explain them in a moment. Okay, so the next part is the fifth one. Do all commands available in Protractor. Okay, in Selenium there are navigation methods like refresh, to, forward, backward. Okay, but do we have all these methods in Protractor? Let's see. We have only refresh method. Try for a back method. Back is also not there. Try for forward method. Forward method is also not there. Try for to method, and I'm sorry, to method is also not there. It is unfortunate, right? Let me re-explain the things. Okay, or let me open the hidden door. Okay, so for this time I've been explaining that you can go back, forward, or refresh or get. But if you're telling like only one refresh method is present, how come it's going to work? You can ask this question to me. Yes, I'm yes, let me explain those how it works. Even though Protractor explicitly doesn't showcase these methods in Protractor, but these methods are present in navigation class. Okay, so here we are creating an object for navigation class. Okay, so let me explain the second one. So as I explained, we have different methods. The second method we are going to see is to, and if you want details about guys, if you want more details about this methods, the methods I showed here and few more methods I'm going to show, you can visit our website, which is chercher.tech/protractor/browser-commands-protractor. Okay, so in this page you can find all these details. So let me explain too. The to method is used to open a web page. Okay, so it directly hits a URL and it opens. It doesn't skim through your browser history. Okay, as I said, the to method is not present. Okay, but still you can use to method. How? Just put it. Okay, now we are trying to access the to method which is not present in your, what do you call that, in your suggestions. Let me open http google.com. Okay, so I'm adding 3 more seconds of sleep here. Actually, I'll remove that one. Let me have, but I'm adding sleep in both the places so that it will be easier for us to look and feel that particular that we navigated there. Okay, so for that purpose I'm adding a sleep. Let's execute. It changed to orange. Couple of seconds it will open Chrome browser. It's opening. Okay, it's opening CherCher.tech. It will wait for 3 seconds or 2 seconds. Now see, the Google came. Here it will wait for 3 seconds. So which means that to method works even though it's not listed in your suggestions in your IDE. So not, this is not because of I'm using VS Code IDE. For any IDE you will not be seeing this to method. Okay, so this to method opens a web page, and third would be back method. Sorry, back. Okay, so the third method would be back method. Okay, so here I want to explain you the criteria. What is the criteria? So as I said, all 4 comments are available even though they are not suggested. Okay, so let me explain this criteria now. So as I open, there are 2 pages. This is one page we opened earlier and this is a blank page. So all the things, all the navigation commands works based on these particular icons. Okay, these icons represent your history. See, if you see, like, this is a back button and this is forward and this is refresh and basically this is for get. Okay, so based on this one it works. Okay, I have opened one particular page which is this one, a blank page. In this one the back is not enabled. Am I right? Yes, forward is also not enabled. Okay, so the first and the foremost rule is, for using the back method you should navigate at least one single page. Now let's open http, sorry, let's open CherCher.tech. Okay, I'm opening CherCher.tech. Are you able to see this back button is enabled now? Okay, even the forward button is not enabled but the back button is enabled, right? So this is very important criteria for using a back method, this back method. Okay, that at least you should open one particular URL or you should perform one step which navigates one page to other page. So this is very most important thing about the back method. You should have at least once URL change. Okay, now use browser dot, not sleep but browser dot navigate dot back. Okay, for a moment I'll explain this one. When I was typing this back, it is not a suggestion. Basically it reflects whatever I'm typing here. Okay, so suggestions may look like something like this. Okay, but that is not a suggestion. So if I put a dot and if I search in, then you may not get. Okay, now let's write back. So what we are trying here is, we'll open the CherCher.tech first, and then we'll navigate from there to Google, and then we will be navigating back to our CherCher.tech. So here also I'm going to add 3 seconds of sleep for showcasing purpose. Okay, let's run it. It would open the browser now. CherCher.tech opened. First step is over. Now it should go to Google. The second step is also over, and it should go back to the CherCher.tech. Came back. Okay, so this step is also worked. So let me reduce the spaces here so that it would be easier to write something here. Okay, so back method worked. Next one is forward. Okay, forward method is nothing but when you come back a step, something like in this step we came to this CherCher.tech. Here back button is enabled. Okay, because we navigated one URL. Now if I click this back button, it comes back to the blank page, but see here, the back is gone, but the forward is enabled. Click to go forward, hold to see the history. Okay, see, the forward button is enabled. If I click this forward button, it will go to CherCher.tech. Okay, so this is the use of forward method. So if you come back one step, then you can go forward one step. So one important thing is, like, you should go back before performing forward method. If you have not performed back method, then you cannot use forward method. Okay, this is very important. Okay, now I can use something like the same thing but with forward. Now let me add a bit of sleep here. Okay, these are the 4 methods: refresh, to, back, forward. Okay, so basically this test will do is, what it will do is, it opens the CherCher.tech and it opens Google, then it navigates back from the Google to CherCher.tech, and again it comes forward, which is nothing but Google. Okay, for after every single operation I'm adding a 3 seconds of sleep so that we can see it. Let's run it. Yes, it opened the browser. It's opening CherCher.tech. This is the first step. Second step would be go to Google. Yes. The third step would be go back to CherCher.tech. Yes. Fourth step would be go forward to Google. Yes. So all the 4 methods worked here. Okay. So these are the 4 navigation methods present in a protractor. Okay. And please do avoid using sleep. So this is all about navigation methods, and the use of navigation methods is like to avoid the reloading of the resources. So once we hit an URL, everything will be downloaded into your local machine. So when you use through the history, this particular downloaded resources will be used rather than again re-downloading, so which will increase the speed. This is the only purpose why we are using these particular methods, which are browser navigation methods. Okay guys, so if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and feel free to share it. Okay, anyways guys, I'll meet you in the next video, which I'll post in the next day itself. Thank you.